Hello student, today we are start the new topic that is Zoopharmacognosy. This Zoopharmacognosy, we can have a study for this important topic with related with their research, and this is one of the important topics for their research. The Zoopharmacognosy is mostly important in the pharma, and zoo means the animal and pharma means the drug, and the gnosy means the knowing. So that uh, which animal they are basically useful for the pharmaceuticals purposes, to know the learners. So that is the meaning of this Zoopharmacognosy. And this Zoopharmacognosy is a behavior in which the non-human animals apparently self-medicate by selecting and ingesting or typically applying plant, soil, insects, the psychoactive drugs to prevent the reduce the harmful effects of pathogens and toxins. And the term derives from Greek roots zoo animal pharma drugs, medicine, and gnosis means knowing. Already I have discussed. So this zoopharmacognosy is the natural habit of animal for their self medication by using plants, that is second metabolites like insects, soil, etc. The detailed study of self medication by animal can be useful in the preparation of medicinal products for human use. In 1980, the research was started by Professor Michel Hapman. He carefully observed the chimpanzees' behavioral pattern for their wellness. They use some plants materials. So this example of the zoopharmacognosy occurs when the dogs eat grass to induce vomiting. However, the behavior is more diverse than this. The animal ingest or apply non-foods such as the clay, charcoal, and even toxic plants and invertebrates. They apparently to prevent the parasitic infestation or poisoning, where the animal truly self-medicate remains a somewhat controversial subject because the early evidence is mostly circumstantial or the anecdotal. However, the more recent examination have adopted an experimental hypothesis driven the approach. The methods by which animals self-medicate vary but can be classified according to function as prophylactic, that is preventative before infection or poisoning, or therapeutic after infection to combat the pathogen or poisoning, and the behavior is believed to have the widespread adaptive significance. The history and etymology. In 1978, Janssen suggested that invertebrate herbivores the night benefit medicinally from the secondary metabolites in their plant food, and in 1993 the term zoopharmacognosy was coined, derived from the Greek roots the animal pharma and knowing the animal. So this mechanism of this zoopharmacognosy is not only meant the curing of disease but can also help in condition like the mental, physical, or the behavioral patterns. Mm, the antiparasitic effect of the zoopharmacognosy could occur by at least two mechanisms. First, the ingested material may have pharmacological anti-parasitic properties such that the phytochemical diseases, the ability of worms to attach to the mucosal lining of the intestine or the chemotaxis attracts worms into the holes of mucosal lining of the medicines. Many ingested plant during proposed the Zoopharmacognosy have a consistent and physical properties. Example: the rough surface of the leaves, spots, many hook and spiky hair, so parasites may become attached to the bristle or bristly surface of the pores. The methods of self-medication of this Zoopharmacognosy is: some animals ingest or apply the substance when they appear to be well, suggesting the behavior is present preventative or prophylactic. In other cases, animal ingest or apply the substance when unwell, suggesting the behavior is therapeutic or curative. There are three methods of self-medication, namely ingestion, absorption, and topical application. The absorption and adsorption is: it is the swallowing of whole leaves by apes without shaving has been observed for over 40 plant the species. The wild chimpanzees sometimes seek whole leaves of the pillows plant. म्हणजे आपल्याला झूफार्मॅकोनॉसीमध्ये वेगवेगळ्या नवीन डिसीज, वेगवेगळ्या नवीन ॲनिमलचा अभ्यास करायचा आहे, जेणेकरून की हे ॲनिमल्सचा फार्मास्युटिकल पर्पजसाठी किंवा त्याचा मेडिसिनल पर्पजसाठी, वेदर इट इज ए इंटरनल प्लांट मेडिसिन और एक्सटर्नल प्लांट मेडिसिन और टॉपिकल ॲप्लिकेशन, काय उपयोग होतो हे आपल्याला याच्यामध्ये बघायचं. बरेचसे असे स्पेसीज आहेत की अँट आहे, प्लांट्स आहे, त्याच्यानंतर वेगवेगळ्या माध्यमातून जर बघितलं, हायड्रोपॅरॉक्साईड जर आपण बघितलं किंवा चिंपॅन्झीज बघितलं, तर याचा ह्युमनसाठी काय उपयोग. बर्ड्स असेल, जसं बर्ड सॉईल खातो, सॉईलमधून आपल्याला काय मिळते, असे बरेचसे प्रकार, बरेचसे बेनिफिट्स आपल्याला याच्या माध्यमातून मिळत असतात. आपण जर बघितलं इंजेक्शन म्हणजे जर आपण कॉन्ट्रीब्युशन ऑफ ह्युमन मेडिसिन जर बघितलं, तर आयडेंटिफिकेशन ऑफ कंपाऊंड फ्रॉम सेल्फ मेडिकेशन ऑफ ॲनिमल्स while treating their disease condition. These compounds can be used for the treatment of acidity, tumor suppression, antibiotic and antiparasitic activities. त्यानंतर कार्डेनोहालाइट कंपाउंड प्रेजेंट इन milkweed medicinal plant species, constant field work for field animals, behavioral monitoring. Leaves of Aspelia mozambicensis used by chimpanzee contain the polyacetylene compound. Antibiotics like the streptomycin and the erythromycin in the past have been derived from the tropical soil fungus. The fern-like weed called a sweet wormwood is the source of 100% effective anti-malarial drug. And several plants used by chimpanzee contain the sesquiterpenes lactones which have the potential to develop the drugs. म्हणजे अशा प्रकारचे याच्यामध्ये होतात. त्याच्यानंतर आपण बघितलं तर बरेचसे प्लांट आहे. डोमेस्टिक शीप आहे, हॅज प्रोव्हाइडेड द क्लिअर एक्सपेरिमेंटल प्रूफ ऑफ सेल्फ मेडिकेशन व्हाया इंडिव्हिज्युअल क्लिअरिंग. Lambs is a treatment group allowed to consume foods and toxin, grains, etc. Then the cats, about 70% of the domestic cats are specially attracted to and affected by the plant. Dolphin, the BBC, one documentary say in the pod showed the primary ingredients. It has been proposed that for primate there are four hypotheses relating to geophagy and elevating gastrointestinal disorders in upsets. The soil absorbs toxins such as the phenolics and secondary metabolites. Soil ingestion has an antacid action and adjusts the gut pH. Soil acts as an anti-diarrheal agent. Soil contract the effect of endoparasites. Furthermore, two hypotheses pertain to geophagy in supplementary minerals and elements. The soil supplement nutrient poor diets. The soil provides extra iron at high altitudes. The tapirs, forest elephant, globus monkey, mountain gorillas, etc. म्हणजे असे सोशल झूफार्मॅकोनॉसी आहे. वूड अँड इनकॉर्पोरेट रेझिन nest into inhibit growth of microorganisms, and it is not always exhibited way that benefit individual, sometimes in the target of the medicine. Wood ant आहे, fungus आहे, they are laboratory useful for the entopathogenic. Honeybees also incorporate plant product resins. Monarch butterflies, Zoopharmacognosy can be classified depending on the target of the medication. Monarch butterfly lay their eggs on toxic plants such as milkweed. When these fruit flies detect presence of the wasp, असे वेगवेगळे आहे. आता याचं व्हॅल्यू काय आहे, तर हे खूप महत्त्वाचं आहे की याच्यामध्ये व्हॅल्यू जर तुम्ही बघितली तर व्हॅल्यू ऑफ झूफार्मॅकोग्नॉसी जर आपण बघितलं तर हे खूप महत्त्वाचं आहे. याच्यामध्ये झूफार्मॅकोग्नॉसीमध्ये व्हॅल्यू जर बघितलं तर हर्बल मेडिसिनल पर्पजसाठी याचा उपयोग केला जाते. त्यानंतर इन ॲन इंटरव्ह्यू विथ नेल कॅम्बेल, रोड्रिग्स डिस्क्राइब द इम्पॉर्टन्स ऑफ बायोडायव्हर्सिटी मेडिसिन. सम ऑफ द कंपाउंड्स वी हॅव identified by Zoopharmacognosy kill parasitic worms, and some of these chemicals may be useful against tumors. There is no question that the templates for more drugs are in the natural world. त्यानंतर आपण जर बघितलं, दिस Zoopharmacognosy provided study further with the collaboration of ecologists, animal behavior experts, pharmacists, veterinarians, human health care professionals. Human might be able to avoid catastrophic zoonotic disease and transmission, at least the find of the medicine in the cure.